All right, our storage is freed up and we are good to go. What's up,
Boom.
digital world? Welcome back to Dad's Anime Stash. With me this week is Masked Bitter number 4, who we do not know the true identity of.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say, hey, that's clearly Mark. He's not even wearing a mask. And that's where
No.
Mark always podcasts from.
But do you really
But
know
what-
that? Like, so you never know. Things could have changed.
So we're going to do something a little different this week. We're actually going to podcast. So
Yeah. And there's the
That's-
first time for everything.
so I just said I'm coming. Well, you know, we don't care about that kind of thing. We
Yeah.
care about Digimon.
I thought I'd take care of that.
So last time we were here, we actually didn't even talk about Digimon. We talked about Digimon,
Yeah.
the movies 4 through 6. So before that, we talked about Little Courage, the episode where the mushroom heads attack the babies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now they're good guys.
Yep.
So we're
They've not shown up at all, but
neither of the babies. I guess we're done with that for now. Well, I guess they're kind of doing the what do they call them, the other squad's arc to try to show you something about them. But I feel like that was all squandered in this latest episode. But we'll get into that here in a second. Let's start talking about episode 16. It's called Where I Belong.
Yeah.
Granite's interference causes Rena to let her target escape, and the two are transported to a frigid, snowy mountain by Moosemon's ability. While searching for clues to escape, despite their differences, Granite recalls the birth of Ludomon. So Granite had it rough.
Apparently, yeah.
Granite was from some sort of war-torn country, perhaps not even a country. Maybe it was just a war-torn... What's not a country? Territory.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just a war-torn territory. And he had a friend, and one day his friend got blown up by the military, which, you know, it's not funny, but this is a show for children, and I do feel like sometimes
there's some kooky elements,
adult themes here that go beyond Digimon. Well, when the military blew up Granite's friend, Ludomon appeared and saved them, and they've been besties ever since. Well, that's fine. I don't really care that much about Ludomon or Granite for that matter. I mean, they're the C team in this whole thing, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, duh.
But we had to work our way up to them. Anything particularly special about this episode that you thought really struck you?
I mean, what was the
Moosemon?
Moosemon, yeah. I mean, that was kind of cool, its ability, and
Moosemon was pretty cool.
It was nice seeing like a different part of, because usually you just see the egg, their place, like either you see the glowing dawns area, you see the mirror world, or you see the egg, and that's really all you've seen outside of very rare jumps. So it was at least nice to see that there's, that they're not ignoring that the world is, around, and like there's other parts to the world. So
animation doesn't grow on trees, man.
That is true.
This is why original Digimon had an 8-person team, so 90% of the episode could just be digivolving.
Yeah, they didn't have to do much.
Cheaper.
Yeah, they could just take 5 minutes per Digievolution. Now it's just instant.
Yeah, there's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
So this whole episode was to bring Rena and Ludomon a little bit closer together. Or I'm sorry, Rena and Granite a little bit closer together.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like the idea of tactics.
So far, yeah. Obviously, we'll get to it later, but you find out that the idea of them is not as good as what's you're led to believe. But
yeah, it definitely feels like they're, the black sheep. They're the Sixth Rangers. They're the Tommy Olivers of the group. But
yeah,
I think our newest episode kind of negates any good they do.
it does.
They're too far on the dark side.
Yeah, it which is weird. I mean, maybe that was the point of the show, to try to introduce them as human characters, and then in the last episode have you be like, no, you were an idiot for thinking that they could be redeemed in any way.
Sigh. You're black.
Yep.
What is that? What are you podcasting from? Your brand new podcasting studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my $20,000 podcasting studio.
Man, you'd think, that's a lot of money, but podcast studios are pretty expensive nowadays. So we get it.
That's true.
It's worth the investment. I feel like he's frozen. Well,
I feel like he did freeze.
I think he knows what he's doing.
He doesn't know how to work this motherfucker yet.
Yeah.
He's hooked up to the Bluetooth, and it's really confusing him.
What?
You keep freezing. Just unhook from your Bluetooth.
Everything is confusing me.
Just turn your car off. Are you driving right now?
No.
Damn it, son.
Why would I do that?
If you can turn your camera off while you're driving and just do audio. Anyway, Sigh. We were talking about episode 16, Where I Belong, where Granite and your new girlfriend team up. What are your thoughts on that? Nothing? You're just shocked?
No, I was trying to act like I was frozen.
I don't think
No, I was trying to act like I was frozen. That's the one where with the Moosemon, right?
That is.
Yes.
It was fine. It was
We all
fine.
agree.
The only thing I was upset about was the fact that why the fuck did they not think that was their house?
We have bigger problems that we'll talk about later, but yeah, there are some inconsistencies in this series. That's for sure.
A little bit.
They're kind of dumb. Anything special about the episode you liked or disliked? Mark likes snow.
I did like snow.
Because he's from Michigan.
Oh yeah. I hated that part. It was fucking stupid. Fucking hate snow.
Because he's from Louisiana.
I don't really like that, but I was supposed to bring it up. The fact that the only black character in Digimon was a war orphan.
Granite's black?
I mean, closest thing you got in the black in Digimon.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I lied. We got Bomber Nanemon.
Bomber Nanemon. Is he representing your community?
No, but he's black.
He's 100% black. That's absolutely true.
He's the Mr. T of Digimon.
The who?
The Mr. T of Digimon.
Ah, that's a reference, Mark, to an actor from the past. You probably know him from WrestleMania. He WrestleMania 2, he boxed Hulk Hogan. That Vash?
Yep.
Wait, no, he boxed Roddy Piper.
Yes.
He
I mean, they're pretty much the same person.
well, they're both dead, so I'm happy. Anyway,
That's true.
Episode 17. Antipathy? Antipathy?
Antipathy?
Like that.
Antipathy?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
right.
something like that.
Glowing Dawn comes into conflict with tactics while pursuing Mon. Hataruko's younger siblings happen to be there and mistake Motoko for a colleague and Makoto for a colleague, inviting him to their family's Okonomiyaki restaurant. During the meal, Hatakuru becomes hostile towards them, but food thefts are becoming a frequent problem in town.
Yep.
I apologize for pronouncing every word of that wrong.
Yeah.
Okonomiyaki is Japanese pizza. It was invented by Ranma One Half, I believe. That's where everybody heard about it.
Oh, okay.
So this is part 2 of our getting to know Team Tactics as real people. This one is about
part 2 of 2, right?
Part 2 of 2.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting one with the leader.
No, he
No, it seems like doesn't seem like it.
When I was watching that second episode, I was like, I swear they're gonna make the leader just irredeemable for irredeemability's sake.
I didn't think they were. I thought he was going to have something in common with Tomoro, but I don't think he does.
It doesn't seem like it's where they're going with it.
He does. They both don't like Gekkomon.
Tomoro likes Gekkomon now. There was a whole episode about that.
Does he?
True.
Does he really like him?
Oh yeah, they're besties.
I don't think he does. Yeah, just like he was worried about his brother in the last 2 episodes.
Would you just drop it about Asuka? Asuka's fine. What do you want him to do?
He doesn't have a brother.
This isn't a race where they have to sit by the bedside and massage him all day. Okay, people got lives to live.
I mean, it would probably help. He'd warm up a little.
I wonder if they tried that. Like,
probably not.
Just shaking.
What happened was we put a heater in the room. Shit, 20 minutes later, he was good to go.
Yeah. How do we not think of any of this so far?
He just got digital frostbite.
I feel like in a pinch, you could use a warm blanket.
Well, is he under the blanket or is he on top of the blanket?
He's got to be under the blanket.
Mm.
Yeah, I know.
You take what you do. Ideally, you get a heated blanket.
I was about to say,
if you don't have one, you could put the blanket in the dryer.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a dryer, you could put it in the stove for a few minutes.
Or if you don't want to defrost them too fast, you just pick them up and you put them in a nice, like, lukewarm bath. Let them sit in there for a little while.
That's a good idea. I was going to suggest putting him in the oven, but I don't know. You probably have to fold him.
I mean, it depends.
You can top him up a little bit.
Yeah. Sai, you remember this episode featuring your new favorite Digimon, Burpmon?
You mean Monon?
Burpmon.
I do actually like Burpmon.
I know you like Burpmon. He's everything you love, Digimon and burping.
He was huge, right?
He was huge. Yeah, that was as far as I know, that's the first time we've ever seen a Burpmon. But you know, I can't know it all. I mean, obviously, I know about Hitler Agumon, but that's not everything there is.
There's a few other Digimon.
I thought it was called Kaisermon.
Kaisermon?
Kaiser Agumon?
No, it's Führer Agumon.
Oh.
He's got the little mustache on the hat. He's real. He doesn't need to exist.
He's real.
Anyway, so we find out that there's food being stolen from town, and you guys better sit down for this one because it's gonna blow your tits clean off. Being stolen by Digimon. And the Digimon are taking it to the mirror world to feed Burpmon.
Well, shit.
I know. Couldn't believe it myself.
I actually really didn't believe it.
Did you think it was mice?
No.
Or just Digimon mice?
No, I meant the feeding it to Burpmon part.
Oh.
The feeding it to Burpmon,
Gotcha.
yeah. But that would have been a hell of a twist if the food thief was actually mice. I wouldn't have seen that coming.
That would have been different.
Or an orphan?
Yeah. That would have been out of nowhere.
So, yeah, they probably would have been like, fuck it. Not our purview. We only have Digimon.
What the hell are you talking about? Makoto and Ataruku team up to do whatever they do, and they end up in the mirror world fighting Burpmon, and then they win, but Ataruku's still a jerk about it, and Makoto goes and steals her family.
Pretty much, yeah.
So are you okay?
No, my car just it stopped wanting to be lighting.
Oh, you don't know. They thought that's why you put black in your name.
You'd think.
Whoa, wait. Did you like the part where Chirapmon was fighting both of them and getting owned? And then they were like, we can't fight them because it's 2-on-1. And then the fucking fish Digimon destroys them 2-on-1.
Yeah. Not really, because Night Chirapmon should be a badass. Like when he first showed up.
Yeah.
Well, he's not Digimon, so you know how that goes.
I want to say, Sai, that your glasses are dirty as hell, man.
Are they?
Like, I can see fingerprints all over them when you get into the light. How many times a day do you touch those glasses?
None.
I'm thinking 5,000.
That's possible. Oh shit, they are dirty.
How do you even see through those?
I don't know.
You know that
mine are smudgy.
You know you can get eye infections that way, right?
What?
I mean, you have dirt just so close to your face. I just want to look out for you, man. I don't want you to have pink eye.
It's just
I don't want you walking down the aisle with pink eye.
I won't be walking down an aisle for a long time.
I don't know how weddings work. All right, let's now, Sai. This is a favorite episode for you, I believe. The Price of Freedom. Tomoro and his friends feast on a pot while Parker is lying in front of a hideout, but tactics demand their extradition. This is a bad description. So
yeah, I don't think it was an extradition.
The gang finds a dude laying on the street begging for food, so they feed him, and it turns out he has a Digimon named Commandramon, and Commandramon is a fucking murderer. Sai.
With
he
PTSD.
Murders people.
No, he's not a murderer. He's fighting for his country.
I mean that part is
debatable at best.
True-ish?
Was he? I mean, are they in the country's
No,
military, or are they in the military of 5-star?
I don't know how that works yet.
There's a lot of confusing lines right now.
So
it seems like they're part of the government, but it also feels like they're not.
Yeah, there's a lot of yeah.
Yeah, we all agree. So essentially, we see that back in the day, Commandramon could camouflage himself, and he would walk behind the enemy soldiers and shoot them with a machine gun.
Yeah.
And Sai is very upset that he killed them very quickly. He wanted it to be slow and painful.
I mean, we only saw him with a gun and a grenade, so that is probably the slowest option.
So one day, Commandramon says, "Please, I can't do this anymore," and they run away together. And they run away to find Kyo, the former 5-star, so because he can protect them.
Apparently,
but was that what they were doing that specifically?
No.
Oh,
that's something I made up.
Okay, I was about to say I'm
chased him.
It tracks everything else going on
to the Glowing Dawn headquarters, and they say, "Give us that guy, or we'll kick your ass." And Tomorrow, as always, just starts banging drumsticks on shit and ignoring them.
Yeah, like he's just feeling the beat, you know.
Yeah, and then some stuff happens, and Commandramon dies. He's murdered. He's dead.
Forever.
And Parker's super happy about it. He's like, "All right, yeah, he's dead and I'm free." And Tomorrow punches his face, which doesn't really matter because he's a trained killer and Tomorrow's a bitch. But then Tactics takes him anyway. But it was a trick. Sai, tell us about the trick.
I ended the episode right there.
Did you? So you missed out. What happened was Commandramon wasn't dead. He just hit himself.
Because you know the Digimon that can camouflage, it's natural that your first assumption is that nope, he's just dead.
Well, you see, he did have a digi egg in his hand.
But he had his e-pulse device, right? Was that
that's usually what happens. They usually disappear and they just leave behind a little egg thing, right?
That's only when they devolve, right? I thought when they die, there's nothing like what happens in the next episode. Don't
spoil it. Don't talk about what happens to Geckomon yet.
Yeah, I didn't watch all of the episode.
You didn't watch episode 19?
I watched most of it.
I'm gonna just lose it, Sai. You promised me you'd watch at least 8 hours of Digimon today.
I tried, but my dad took I had to.
I tried, but I had to go coach Little League girls team, and I also had to dress up as a woman when I did it for some reason. Right, Sai? Yep. Is that what happens?
Yep. No, my dad forgot his. I went and dropped my dad off, and I had just enough time to finish and be here on time. And he was like, "Oh, I left my phone in the car," so we had to go all the way back to my house and bring him back. That's why I was late.
Well, then fucking asshole. We'll fill you in.
Yeah.
So this was a big one. There was me and Mark were talking about this earlier, how this kind of moves Tactics away from being redeemable. So there is an auction, a Digimon auction, and it's being held. It's a secret Digimon auction being held by Clay Arslan, who is the leader of the 5-star. He is having a public auction.
Was he? Never mind.
Yeah, he was having a public auction to raise money for the Force.
I remember.
But at the same time, he was having a private secret auction to auction off Digimon.
Yeah.
So our team infiltrates, and they bring Maki. And Sai, this really turns you on.
Yes, it did.
You seem to have a thing for short hair this week.
I always had a thing for short hair.
You've never liked Rena before, but now you're into her.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was that hot.
She didn't glow up, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
She wasn't in that baggy ass jacket anymore.
Yeah.
Any hoozle. So our
Back
team
to human
infiltrates.
trafficking.
Yeah, our team infiltrates, and they bring Maki, their informant, and I can't remember the guy's name. You guys know who I'm talking about. Scar Eye follows her around.
Yeah, big muscle dude.
Muscle
Did
Scar.
they give him a name though? I don't remember.
He has a name.
I believe he has a name. I don't remember what it is. But here's the thing. He also saw Glowing Dawn. He saw all three of them there.
He did.
And he
was like, no, I'm gonna follow.
It wasn't a click in his brain that he's like, oh, I probably ought to stop these kids who are clearly out to get us.
Yeah, I think part of the thing on
it, tactics. That's who that was.
What?
Yeah,
he's the tactics commander guy.
Yeah.
I never put those two together. I did not put those two together.
You're killing me, Sai. You didn't recognize him because he's not wearing a tight black t-shirt?
Yeah. I did not.
Well, he just spends the whole time following Maki around. But
the guy with the Digimon that Kyo whooped his ass, right?
Yes.
Damn.
Our team is trying to gather evidence, and they see that Bomber Nanimon is up for auction. And that's when they realize that a Digimon needs a tamer. So it's also human trafficking, which, in my mind, is worse.
Kind of negates the whole, hey, don't you feel bad for this cleaner lady because she gives money to her family?
Yeah.
It's like,
and tactics is there.
Yeah, it was like, hey, I did up until the whole human trafficking thing. That kind of made me not feel so bad for her anymore.
It is not the least bit ambiguous.
To be fair,
taking part in human trafficking.
To be fair, they are criminals.
They are, but up till that point, it just kind of him and teased that, like, oh, maybe at least some of them are doing this against their will, or they're being like, like they're trying to get out, but they're too into deep or something. And
well, let's just be real about it. We love criminals.
Right.
That's why we watch Cowboy Bebop and Lupin the Third. But they don't enslave people. That's like a line for me.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was talking about the people being trafficked or criminals.
Oh, come on, dude. That's still not cool.
It's not.
Sai, stop siding with human traffickers.
But if you gotta, I know, I'm just fucking with you.
So, shocker of all shockers, Geckomon fucks everything up. And it stops being a reconnaissance mission and turns into a big fucking fight. And there's a lot happens. There's a girl who has a Digimon named Tinkermon. And
Twinkermon, isn't that just the guy from the Eggs nickname?
No.
You said Twinkermon, right?
I said Tink.
With a W?
Tink.
Oh,
no W. Stop calling him a twink. You don't know what a twink is.
dope. That's dope. But
Well,
I feel like you would be one.
Hell, yeah. I mean, he's no bear. So through all this,
And how
the
do they
leader.
keep changing their clothes so fast?
I'm not worried about that. You're talking about how when they before they went into the elevator, they weren't wearing their clothes except for the twink. When they came out of the elevator, they were all changed. It's just an animation inconsistency. Or maybe they changed. We don't know. Maybe
Them changing Reina and Tomoro is more believable because they rode a fucking elevator. But literally, they show the boy like looking, and then the camera turns, and he's in a different outfit.
I can explain it if you'll calm down. Do you remember in Spider-Man the animated series when he got the symbiote, and the symbiote could turn into a nice suit? They all have those symbiotes.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's like Iron Man when he has the micro machines. It's one of those. It's either alien symbiotes or micro machines.
Isn't Micro Machines a toy?
Well, I don't. Do they still exist?
I don't know.
I can't remember the last time I saw a good micro machine.
I never saw a good Micro Machine.
I remember getting a bunch of micro machines at a yard sale when I was like 10. I lost them all because they were too small.
They weren't good. You got them at a garage sale for a reason.
No, they were awesome. I think the set was like sealed. It was massive. The fight comes down to Tomoro versus the leader of Tactics. And the leader of Tactics is really losing his shit.
Yeah, this is about where I ended. I ended like right in the middle of the fight.
So
I think Kyo showed up.
So you didn't see the Digivolution?
Was that what he was about to do? He was about to dark Digivolve.
He dark Digivolve, dude.
Yeah.
We've for the first time in 26 years, we have a bad guy dark Digivolving.
Yeah.
Such a weird scenario.
Yeah, it's been a long time since Ty did it.
Well, I mean,
he was a bad guy. I do agree.
Takato did it too. He was pretty bad.
He wasn't as bad as Ty. Ty was an asshole.
Let's be real. Matt was the bad guy in Digimon Season 1.
I mean, did he ever Digivolve? He was literally doing bad guy things, and Gabumon regular Digivolves.
That's
true.
Listen, Matt was the bad guy. That's why he showed up and fought Ty just because a tree told him to. Are you gonna fucking listen to me? Listen to me. If a tree told you to come fight me, would you do it?
It depends on how persuasive the tree is.
It had a mustache.
That's pretty persuasive. That's plus.
You guys are awful friends. I just want you to know that. You're both horrible, horrible people.
I'm being honest. I might stab my brother if a tree told me to.
I think I want you to put a pin in that. If trees start talking to you, I want you to go to the hospital.
I was about to say, if a tree tells me anything, that's the least of your worries.
So you don't know about Asdramon, who is the Digivolution of Raphomon.
Wait, is that a Mega?
An Ultimate.
It's an Ultimate?
Yep. So, Sai, hold on to your butt for this. Surprise, surprise. You can't fucking control him. Righto,
No.
control him, and Ozdramon goes on a fucking rampage.
Yeah, I would have thought.
He ends up trying to kill the girl with the Tinkermon, but Tinkermon puts up a shield and saves her. But Tinkermon dies. And then Ozdramon de-digivolves back into Monodramon, falls from the sky, smashes into the ground, and Raito grabs him by the throat and prepares to beat the shit out of him. That is a partnership.
That's true.
But Tamaro stops him and tells him that he's a fucking dick and a bitch, and he's not a good Digimon leader. So he leaves.
Well, it seems like the redeemability of Tactics, at least for the other two, is still there. In that they can blame it on the fact that, sure, we made a bad decision, but we weren't the leader.
I think there's actually a law that I was just following orders doesn't get you out of war crimes. There's a little bit more of the episode. They get all the enslaved people in Digimon free, and you know who saves them, Sai?
Ooh.
Bomber Nanimon.
Fucking Bomber.
He saves everyone, and
Classic.
only one person gets arrested, and it's the chick who was leading the auction, the one with the half mask that we saw in episode 10, who wanted to buy some Digimon from the guy who was trying to get back into the egg by abandoning his daughter. But Clay, the leader of 5-Star, gets away scot-free and continues to do his horrible deeds.
That's true.
That everyone has you caught up on Digimon Beatbreak. Mark, what did you think?
Like I said, I think the last episode, like I said, kind of at least ends the whole try to make the Tactics group humans. But at least it feels like it's slowing down a little pacing, but it's at least still. I mean, I'm enjoying watching. It's not like it's boring or anything. So,
Sai, what do you think?
I think they're still redeemable.
I don't think human traffickers are redeemable, bro.
Yeah, like maybe the Digimon because they're being forced to do it, but
that could have been their first time there.
So,
they didn't.
It didn't seem like it was their first time because she immediately turned to them when shit went bad and was like, "There you go, handle it. That's why you're here."
I also don't think it's their first time, and I don't think it being their only time there would have been a good excuse.
I think it is.
There was one part I forgot to mention in the episode. What happened to Raito at the end?
No, he's a bad guy.
Raito was tied to a chair, and the commander of Tactics was beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, Tactics is a bad organization.
Tactics is a very bad organization.
Yeah,
but
that's for sure.
I mean, indoctrination is a thing.
It is.
That's true, but again, in a court of law, it doesn't get you out of crimes. The best it'll get you is put in an insane asylum. That's where you want to go anyway.
Do we?
That way the trees can't talk to you anymore?
I mean, hey, is the highest moral judge of character the government? No, I don't think so.
God, no. The
Well,
highest
Laws
the highest judge of moral character is me.
Oh,
I don't know if I've mentioned this, guys, but I've seen every episode of Frasier, and that's where I learned that ethics are what you do when no one's looking.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Well, that's it. We're caught up on Digimon. Mark, any big news?
I've been watching Delicious in Dungeon. I don't know if I had mentioned that yet.
I don't care about that. Any big video game news that you're excited about?
I know PlayStation just did their big PlayStation Reveal Network thing. I didn't watch it live, but a buddy of mine.
Just talk about Dot Hack.
Yeah, that's Dot Hack is coming out with a new game.
We get a new fucking Dot Hack game after 172 years without one.
It has been a really long time.
It's been 14 years since the last GU game came out.
Jesus.
It's pretty exciting for me. I don't know if
we had one that came out like 5 years ago.
No, that was the remake. My email address is terrorofdeath@live.com. So if you ever need to get a hold of me, feel free to email me. That's the name of the main character, Haseo. Terror of Death. That way you guys know I'm a fan.
Well, that's true.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
That's all I got. Beatbreak is, I can't know, how many episodes is it supposed to be? Always forget.
They're probably taking a break at episode 24, but I think it is going to be 42. Don't quote me on it.
50 something.
Yes, we got a little while.
I'm 49 episodes. I'm very confused about the dub. Okay. Have you guys been paying attention to the release schedule of the dub?
No.
Not on that, no.
Every 5 weeks, they release 5 episodes.
But that seems...
That sounds about right, though.
No, what would be right is they release an episode every week.
Yeah.
Release a chunk of 5 episodes every 5 weeks? This is weird.
It is weird.
It is interesting.
Technically, you're still watching the same amount of Digimon in the same amount of time.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but have you watched any other show where they... Huh?
Everything that drops on Netflix.
They release 5 episodes every 5 weeks?
No, but they usually drop like 8 episodes, take 6 months off, and then drop 8 more episodes.
I don't know what the hell show you're watching, but normally they drop 8 episodes, and 3 years later they drop another 8 episodes.
I was being nice.
But I guess they're kind of following like what they did with the end of Stranger Things.
It's still, I mean, it's odd. It's definitely odd.
We can all agree it's not schedule. At least we all agree. All right. Well, let's end the podcast. Mark, go ahead and sing the national anthem of the digital world.
Let's see. It's Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digi Country.
You fucked it up.
He did fuck up. Sai, sing the theme song for Digimon Frontier.
Fuck, I forgot that one.
That's one of my favorites.
No, it's the one that was just on the fucking movie we watched.
Yeah, but not the Frontier movie. It was weird.